everyone. This is RAND. Welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Sunday, June 29, 2025, after 3:15 p.m. Eastern. You want to make sure that you're in a comfortable position, no outside interference, relaxed into your body, still as a statue, focused on your breath rising and falling. Seriousness is a dis-ease to your soul. The one who knows the divine has a sense of humor. How many people have you seen laughing lately? I mean, let's just say over the last 10 years. If you meet someone who has no sense of humor, you can be certain that he or she is a pretender. Also, we have all played the game of being overly serious about something. But when seriousness creeps into everything we do, how we think life should unfold, we get caught in a trap, and something begins to harden inside. The ego clutches onto its illusory game of control and expectations. Its tight grip becomes a vice holding us back from experiencing the joy that's available. The more we live from the mind, the further we distance ourselves from true nature, from our true nature. We often find ourselves caught in a cycle of overthinking, stressing over little details, and attempting to have serious handle on our life. And this contrast, constant mental clenching, keeps us in a state of tension, blocking the natural flow of the life force flowing through. And when we embrace a non-serious approach to life, we unlock the door to lightness, laughter, fun. We can allow our spirits to fly freely. This is not serious, it's non-serious. It's a non-serious approach to a profound spiritual tool that helps us break free from the rigidity of the ego. When we detach from the need to control and force outcomes, we allow ourselves to experience life more fluidly and joyfully. By embracing lightness, we naturally open up to a greater awareness and deeper presence. This subtle shift in perspective can move mountains. What used to be a drag or heavy chore suddenly becomes a 70s dance party. The shift towards non-serious allows us to see life unfolding patterns as an opportunity for growth rather than a burden to bear. Humor and playfulness are our portals to spiritual insight, reminding us that the divine exists not only in moments of reverence, but in the joyful simplicity of being. Joy is the infallible sign of the presence of God. Pierre Teilhard de Chardin. People with a good sense of humor have a better sense of life. What would you rather be around? Someone who is mug and smug, or someone who is floating, happy, and full of great energy. I don't believe that anybody would pick the first one. Jesus thought we lessen the ego's grip. Anyone you meet who is not smiling every day, living an unhappy life, unfulfilled life, is simply doing one thing that is causing all of their suffering. They are clinging to some form of seriousness. Their ego is running the entire program, leaving them trapped in their head, gripping onto some lofty desired future, or caught up in some old pain from the past. They have forgotten how to let go, laugh, and trust life. It's true. How many of us, in observing and watching, right? We look and see how serious they are. It's really gotten us like an epidemic. You know, there used to be a time where you'd see people laughing. You'd be just walking around, going here and there, and you see a group of people or a couple laughing. Now, you go to restaurants, instead of people staring at this LED light illuminating their faces, not communicating, not interacting with each other. Before we had that, we would talk with each other. We would laugh. Okay? And you got to laugh every day, you really do. You've got to stay away from the seriousness. I'm not talking about being irresponsible. I'm talking about having fun with you, enjoying this life, looking at it and laughing about it, because it is pretty silly. And all the doom and gloom and glum. Goodness gracious. The ego feeds on control and being right. The more we try to maintain control of our lives, the tighter its grip becomes. The ego forces everything into a rigid box. It wants what it wants when it wants it. Excuse me, but in this clinging, we miss the natural joy of life, which is the whole purpose of being here. The more serious we become, the more disconnected we feel from our nature, from our natural, joyful essence, which thrives in freedom and spontaneity. You honestly believe that New Earth is going to be a bunch of gloomy, glummy people walking around like zombies? It's not anywhere near close to that. When we let go of the serious ego game, we make a space for the lightness of being to enter. It's in this space that we begin to feel the exquisite radiance of life and reconnect with the divine within us. And it's never too late, by the way. You know, people blame it on age, they blame it on this, blame it on that. Never too late. Sincerity, by definition, is the quality of being free from pretense, deceit, or hypocrisy. It's about aligning our actions, words, and thoughts with our true feelings. We are living life from a place of honesty, openness, and vulnerability. There is immense, heartfelt, emotional clarity in always being sincere. It allows us to connect with the highest truth about ourselves and relate to others from a genuine place of unguarded truth. The frequency of sincerity comes only from the heart, while seriousness creates a disconnection from it. Sincerity invites us to relax and trust, naturally releasing the ego's grip. It encourages us to embrace authenticity, free from masks or pretense. We begin to feel the yearning to speak solely from the heart, acknowledging our true feelings and thoughts. Sincerity brings us back to the present moment, where we can experience life as it is, free from the interference of the mind. Embracing sincerity allows everything to become more fluid and peaceful, instead of forcing our desires into existence. We trust that life will unfold naturally, knowing that everything is happening exactly as it should. As we deepen in sincerity, we begin to view life through the eyes of the soul. The ego softens, and we find ourselves in a state of ease and trust. We realize that the true purpose of this life is to rise into higher levels of joy. And in doing so, we release the need to fight or struggle for what we desire. The ego's desires recede, and we uncover the path to genuine success. In this space of sincerity, we feel lighter, more authentic, and in harmony with our true purpose. Life is not serious. Life is love. Life is laughter. Life is dance. Laughter, in its purest form, is a dance of all our energies. No other animal can laugh. It is only man. It is only man who can laugh. Osho. A great definition of laughter, noun. When a smile has an orgasm, that is laughter. And with the way this planet is right now, we have people that are so serious that they don't even know what laughter is anymore. And this is part of our transition. It's a choice for every one of us. You know, you're not, if you decide not to, that's fine. If you decide to, fine. Living with lightness. If you look more closely at your own seriousness, you'll find it is often rooted in the fear of losing something valuable. It could be love, time, money, health, or connection. Perhaps you find yourself pushing harder, racing against the clock, feeling the pressure to take life seriously because of the time you believe is running out. The ego has created a game with time, desperately trying to control and dominate it. The path of sincerity is rooted in trusting time. It knows there is only divine timing of everything in this universe, and that nothing real can ever be threatened or lost. Why? Because you, the God within your soul, is you, which is divine perfection, which is the only thing that is real, which cannot ever be harmed. And it invites us to live from the soul heart, where the ego no longer has its pedestal to demand, perform, or pretend. It softens the nervous system, opens our electromagnetic fields, and increases our magnetic power. Sincerity creates emotion. Sincerity creates emotional safety and trust in every relationship. With sincerity at the helm, guiding us toward deeper clarity, we begin to hear the whispers of the divine with an unmistakable knowing in this space of openness and vulnerability. We intimately connect not only to others, but to our higher self. Sincerity is the highest form of intimacy. Rolome. When we truly make the shift in perception, from seriousness to sincerity, everything changes. We begin to see through the eyes of the soul. We remember that we are eternal beings, not defined by this temporary world, our physical body, or any form. Sincerity brings us back to a sacred presence with life, where the simple joy of being quietly here now becomes more powerful than any elated outcome we once chased. We were never meant to live this life with a tight, clenched fist full of fear. We were meant to laugh, cry, dance, soar beyond our small, limited versions of ourselves. And in reality, we don't own our thoughts, our mind, or even this body. Everything is on a short-term rental, and we are merely observers passing through. And when we remember our divine, infinite spiritual nature, all seriousness instantly melts away. The reaction, the reaching to success, and avoiding failure lose their power. And as we know, a higher consciousness is behind us. We begin to embrace life with a reverence, a lightness, and a knowing that we are exactly where we need to be. Life has no goal. It is just Leela, a pure play of energy. Let's be the ones who remember how to play, laugh, and love every day. We are invited to release the part of us that takes everything personally and believes in urgency. Instead, we are meant to see each moment through the eyes of our infinite soul, which watches with spaciousness, acceptance, and an endless capacity to love. I believe that we are here to master life, not by controlling it, but by surrendering to love. When we say no to seriousness, we make room for lightness to lead the way. Our psychic intuition expands when we soften, receive answers, and laugh at the absurdity of it all. We let go and let life breathe us. A fool is one who is always serious, while the wise find humor in everything. Vernon Howard. So your non-serious homework. Now here's a little something for you to practice this week. Think of the most ridiculous, irrational fear you have had lately. The kind your ego swears is true. Write it down, exactly how it sounds and feels. Then speak it out loud in your highest, squeakiest Mickey Mouse voice. Listen to the absurdity of it. Let your body and heart embrace the lightness. This is pure spiritual alchemy through humor. Lightness is always possible, even when we have to face our deepest pain, whether it's heartbreak, a life-threatening illness, or the death of a loved one. We can still find lightness. Even pain can be sacred when met with full presence. We see life as a divine play, unfolding for the joy of experiencing itself. And within each scene of this great play, there is a doorway, home, back to trust, surrender, and the divine rhythm. Whenever you can think of it, choose to think non-serious thoughts. Let your mind drift, dream, and adventure into unknown worlds which your imagination has never been before. See every situation as an opportunity to dream up a new, wildly free fantasy and release your serious habit. This isn't about escaping life or living in denial. It's more of a soulful approach that softens fear, reawakens a deeper trust. Life is a stage, and every being is playing a role. While the world insists on pretending it's all grim, you get to see the joy in it. You get to laugh at yourself every day and invite your nervous system to relax about everything. Follow this path of truth, simplicity, love, and service. It will restore your soul's natural rhythm. Crack the shell of ego to let the real light flood in. Here we can easily remember that we are free to experience the sacredness of each moment. Life is not a tragedy. It is a comedy. To be alive means to have a sense of humor, Osho. It's kind of missing lately, isn't it? Living in radiance, playfulness, and love. No matter how intense life becomes, always remember that God's never serious. Why would it be? The divine, the all-powerful, all-knowing source is radiant, with wild, free, unbounded love. It has no need for seriousness. It is simply enjoying existence, playing with everything in its creation. Doesn't that vibrate a lot differently than what most of us are doing on this planet at this time? The more we cling to seriousness, the further we push divinity away. But when the mind surrenders to trust, the soul steps forward and everything shifts. The secret turning point transmutes pain into power, suffering into liberation, seriousness into sincere devotion. Knowing the divine brings sincerity, and all seriousness disappears. Knowing brings a playfulness. Knowing brings a sense of humor. And the sense of humor is a must. Let this always be remembered, Osho. Now, we all came to this planet to be human. This means to feel deeply, to love completely, and to remember the truth of who we are. Remember, everything comes and goes. That's the nature of life. But what does not come and go is the only thing that's real. This eternal presence, permanence, is who we are. It is what remains when everything has gone. We are the silent witness of it all. We are the light behind this universe. Every ending creates space for a new beginning. If your mind is looping in old stories and drama that you can't seem to escape, start focusing on becoming even more authentic and sincere. How can you be more reverent and deepen your gratitude for the next simple breath you're about to take? What are you truly thankful for in your life? Create a gratitude list and reflect on it every day. Add to this list each day. Letting appreciation fill your mind, fill your heart, and fill your soul. And over time, gratitude will begin to discover and dissolve any lingering seriousness in your system. And as your energy shifts into a consistent attitude of gratitude, the ego takes a much-needed sabbatical, and your heart takes over the reins, releasing its final grip on seriousness. A being without a sense of humor is like a wagon without springs. It's jolted by every pebble in the road. Every word beater. See, we're all in this discovery of, you kind of become aware, right? Because you know that being serious is not a good thing. All right? It's like the vice grip, you turn it and turn it and turn it, put some more pressure, more pressure, more pressure. And we're all bound up and so tight up. Oh, I'm not able to laugh at that. Or I don't believe that's funny. See? We take offense at being humorous. Where does that begin? With ourselves. You kind of look at things. We all do it. You might have some time to yourself, and you just kind of reflect, don't you? You reflect on things. Maybe a loved one who has passed, and you kind of touch bases with them, and I'm not talking about depression. Way different than that. And you're just kind of floating along. And then you come and look at things, you start to see, and you start laughing because you go, wow, this is so ridiculous. It is so crazy. What would happen if this civilization chose to be non-serious, chose to be flamboyant, funny, joking, lighthearted? This is another avenue to open up the door to the God that we are. It's temporary. It's like, ask somebody, why so serious? You don't understand. Look at this. Look at all that's happening. This is serious stuff. Then you say, surrender it. Surrender it? What are you talking about surrendering it? Let it go. Really. You're focused on having fun. Do any of us remember what fun is? Really, truly. I think if we go back to when we were kids, we know what fun is. Was it complicated? Heck no. We just had fun. That's why you'll hear me say, okay, you're traveling along, and you see a little park or something, and you see a swing set, and you go, why not? Well, I'm too old for that. That's so stupid. Old gal or guy like me going over there on the swing set. Everybody's going to look at me, think I'm nuts. You see how it works? You see how the ego mind works. And you sit back and you go, stop ego mind, put that neon sign up there, that big, big sign. You're not in charge here. And you say to yourself, why not? So you go over and you sit on a swing. Maybe it's a swing. Maybe it's a merry-go-round. Who knows? But you have fun. You remind yourself every day to have fun. Not drudgery and stress and fear and anxiety, all created by the ego mind. See, this is part of mastering the ego mind. You know, because on our flip side, we're not serious. We're happy. It's not that we aren't aware of things. It's not that we don't put attention on certain things. But we aren't sitting there with our fists completely clamped together with a really concerned look on our face, worried to old get out about something. You'd be amazed how your body would relax and unfold if you were to embrace what? Fun, joy, happiness, bliss, just to be alive. You know, you get people start saying, you know, life sucks. Ooh, that's not a good thing. Because I guarantee you, when you leave that body and you believe that your life sucked, you're going to be really disappointed when you leave that body. Because you'll realize it was absolutely phenomenal. Everything in it was phenomenal. Doesn't have to be perfectly slid into place. Everything's perfect. One might say, are you crazy? Look at my life. You think that's perfect? It's how you view it. It's how much humor do you put into it? Can't you laugh at yourself? I laugh at myself all the time. Laugh at things. Because you're so, you really got to admit. Most of us don't laugh. We don't laugh. We don't smile because we look at things and we go, wow, this is really crazy. And you get a good belly laugh. You have belly laugh every day because things show up all the time. And you're looking at them and going, what? You notice people changing their personalities. Have you noticed that? It's not your imagination. It's the real deal. The people are changing. Their personalities are changing. They're becoming way too serious, way too intense, and more like the living dead, the zombies. Can't talk with them. Doesn't make any sense. You got to laugh, see? You sit there and go, wow. I am so deeply grateful to be in the space I'm in. Because there are those of us on this planet that do have fun. We relax. There are hobbies or other things. We keep occupied, but we have fun doing it. We stay away from worry, stress, and fear as much as possible. And we enjoy things. And you know, the universe is so omnipotently powerful. Knows way more better for us than we do. And is always there, always our best friend, always has been, always will be, ever, beyond, and forever. You want to touch the universe? Breathe the air. Right? You want to touch the universe? Hug yourself. Hug others. Because we're all the universe. You want to feel the sunlight on your skin? That's the universe. Everything is the universe. And we are really here truly to enjoy our lives. You laugh at things that you just look at and say, this is crazy. I can't help but laugh. Someone might say, what are you laughing about? Oh, boy, I'll tell you. Oh, boy, I'll tell you. It's something else, isn't it? And so we're not judging. We're just laughing about it. Because it is funny. You know, when you look at this and you say to yourself, people would be so much better off laughing. And truly, not faking it, because there's people that fake it. But we're talking about the people that just laugh, have a good time. And there are people like that. They laugh. They have good times. They're not sitting there being totally serious. Oh, you can't do that. It's too serious. You're not taking this seriously. You should be. What's wrong with you? You look at them and go, I'm enjoying life. Not a bad idea for you to start doing it. Does any of this serve your greater good, to be upset, distraught, stressed, pulled from every direction that the ego mind has created, and you as its slave? No, it doesn't make sense. We've done it for lifetimes. It's pretty much similar every lifetime. We come in the baby body, we're pumped with all kinds of ridiculous programming. Then we get into what we call, quote, adulthood, and then the rest is history. We continually get programmed. Do you laugh a lot? Ask yourself that question. Do you genuinely laugh a lot? All right? This isn't a judgment. It isn't something that's evaluating you. You ask yourself, how often do I laugh? How often do I enjoy this life? Or how often am I serious and intent and pressured and staring and all this stuff and feeling heavy and tired, despondent? You ask yourself those questions. And then you start going, I'm going to put down what I'm grateful for. Put down what you're grateful for. Really, truly, though. Not half-assed, well, put this down. But really, truly grateful for. That you're alive in the body, right? And this is why you hear me share with everybody that it's all about you. All about you means that you're discovering who and what you are. And have fun doing it. When you're in a crowd and you're seeing people in this very now moment, like today, do you see any of them really smiling, laughing, or doing anything? Really? No, you feel this dank energy. Heavy, burdensome, stressed, stretched, tight. And you care a lot to be around that? No. You wouldn't care to be around that. You'd be respectful. You just say, hey, it's really nice meeting you, but I've got to go. I've got some things to tend to. Period. Politely excuse yourself. Always with reverence with each other. See, why? Because you're in the presence of another God. And I know that sounds strange. Now, it doesn't mean they know that. You know that. Because that's what you are in that body. So the acknowledgement of it is that is a facet of you, the God that you are within that body, the kingdom of God, the heaven on earth. Or all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, forever. That is you, the real you. So doesn't it make sense? We're all the God. Doesn't it make sense to be reverent and respectful to those gods? Not the body, okay? We get caught up in the body, the superficial. But I'm talking about every one of us have a God within us. And that's who we really are. You see, that's what this spiritual evolution is about, is to discover that and embrace it, to know what the heck that means. But laughing and joy and happiness and bliss is not something that should only be experienced once in a great while. It's something that is our natural state of being, which should be all the time. I'm not talking about walking around laughing like a hyena 24/7. I'm talking about smiling and laughing at life, laughing at you, laughing at others. You don't have to sit there, outwardly laugh at others. But have fun. Enjoy the life that you're in. Really, truly enjoy it. Because a lot of us leave these bodies and we're really disappointed because we didn't enjoy the life while we're in the body. Isn't it something? When you don't have something, okay, you miss it. When you have it, you don't miss it. Point is, always be deeply grateful for everything in your life. I'll join you in meditation. I'll return to close us out. Take in an easy and slow breath out from your mouth. Remain relaxed into the body. Still as a statue. Focused on your breath, rising, falling. Just a natural rhythm of your breath. Breathe in this amazing life force. I invite you to take a deep breath right now. Give yourself permission to stop everything that you are thinking about that has any importance. Simply slow down the breath. Slow down and breathe. Welcome the life-giving airflow into your lungs. Feel how it fills your body with energy and presence. Relax deeper into your belly. Let it open and expand. You are safe and protected. Relax into this wonderful, safe feeling. Oxygen is always here, moving as nourishment into you. Notice what it's like to let the life energy in it pour into you. After all, it is energy. Notice what it's like to let the life energy in it pour into you. Sip slowly, gently, and notice how the sweetness of simply being alive is totally tantalizing to your entire being. Receive the healing energy available to you in this moment. For there will never ever be another moment like this moment one. Give yourself time to drink in this amazing life all day long. Do it. Because you, my friend, are truly so magna-glorious. Take this with you for the rest of the day into the evening and night and the following morning. We will return here Monday, June 30, 2025, after 3:15 p.m. Eastern to continue our global guided meditation call. Be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times. Be in the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest deepest, purest of the purest purest. Eternal gratitude at all times. No matter what's happening within you or outside of you. Open your heart and allow the magic to flow in. Start to practice laughing. Laughing at yourself. Laughing at the day. Laughing at the trees. Laughing at the sky. Laughing. Having fun. Enjoying your life. You don't have to spend money to enjoy your life.